fact that when you had your store, you started doing little mini Comic Cons. So that kind of like, so is that where you got the idea to kind of start this new one, or that you're working on now?
So if there's any comic book stores like listening and want like a solid tip, do a promotion the week before the Super Bowl. There is nothing going on that weekend. It's a complete bye week, and people are craving content because they're like, "Oh, NFC, AFC championships. I want to do something, blah blah." And then there's like nothing for the week that weekend, and it's your time to shine in your town to like do.
Oh, that's a great
See,
idea.
That's amazing. That's where your sports knowledge comes in handy. You know what I mean? Like you can combine both worlds and you can make it work. Like,
Yeah.
That makes me wish that like we didn't have snow up this way, because that'd be a great weekend to do a show, you know?
Yeah, it would be an amazing weekend to do a show. I'm actually part of Original Art Expo in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
And
cool.
it's actually that weekend, January 24th to 26th. I'll be going down there.
So
I'm now
are you like a co-promoter, or are you?
So I'm like their digital communications director.
Oh, okay.
So
That's cool.
so this past about right before New York City Comic Con, I merged with them, and so we're under Comic Art Fans
Yeah, that was definitely going to ask you about that as well, because I saw that you had sent out in your newsletter about them becoming or buying, or did they buy the show from you, or is it like more like they're going to be managing it kind of thing, or is it?
So we kind of just merged kind of thing. So like,
okay,
and I got hired on as the digital director of their
company. I
company.
gotcha. So they're going to take more of like the financial burden, maybe. Is that would be like fair to say? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so basically, I was able to find a really good partner. Kezra was watching earlier. He's an amazing person that I knew from when I owned a comic book store, and we started chatting about ideas and what he was trying to accomplish with Comic Art Fans and in the Original Art Expo, and and our ideas kind of just aligned. And also, if I can bring art collector money into the indie scene, that would be like a huge boom.
Yeah.
And so it just made sense to merge with them and make that happen.
I'm a little bit fascinated by Original Art Expo. What's the real focus for that show? It sounds like it's not your typical Comic-Con. What do you guys exhibit?
No. It's kind of, I think tickets are right around like $100 to $300. It's more of an exclusive event kind of thing.
So is it more like like an art gallery gala kind of thing, like, or something like that, but with a focus on
that's where we want to go with it. It's more of a, I think they have like 70 plus artists and then like 30 art dealers, so it's a good size show. But it's all about buying and selling art, and it's cool. And I'm trying to think of who they had, like Humberto Ramos is there, Adam Hughes.
So strictly stuff like this, right? You're not selling books, you're selling stuff like this,
right?
Yeah,
you're selling artwork. Yeah, it's selling art. Simon
what is that page, Johnny?
That's from an upcoming project. It's a little bit of a tease. Y'all shouldn't be seeing this, but I wanted to share it.
I'll talk more about that later.
We'll edit that part out.
But no, I love that idea. So like, so this is where like comic artists can go and actually get the value for their artwork. Like,
right.
So
Comic Art Fans has a huge following, and it's all art collectors.
That's cool. I like that.
It's a pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting concept, and it's been around for a long time. I didn't realize how long it had been around. And they do a virtual show twice a year, and we just did Comic Art Live, and we got 26 of the artists from Indie Comics Creator Con to do Hall Indie, and basically you just put up that artwork for sale, and if you're doing commissions or not, and people made some money on Hall I, and for not sitting on your couch and responding to emails. I mean, that's pretty good to make some money doing that.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we did a panel. We did a panel where I had some of the artists come on, and we talked with them and talked about art and talked about Indie Comics Creator Con, and that was really cool. So So yeah, we have the 4 shows because they do the Comics Art Live twice a year. We have Original Art Expo, and now we have IC3. And they're Kesra's really big into the narrative arts, so they're gonna start having like the original art from like Magic the Gathering cards,
Oh, very
and
cool.
storyboard art, and like all the narrative arts are gonna eventually be represented at Original Art Expo.
I love that. That's a great
So,
idea.
I never don't shake a stick at looking at and buying original indie art. And here's a good story why. 2015 New York Comic-Con special edition. I'm very new to the indie comic scene. I think I had just put out Sartana #1. So I'm walking around. I'm trying to connect with creative peers, but I'm also looking to shop and buy cool stuff.
Yeah.
I come across Ryan Otley's table. At the time, the biggest thing Ryan Otley did was Invincible. And at that time, Invincible really wasn't much of anything. It was a very low-tier book. I was able to get the first appearance of, I forget the character's name, but the electricity guy, basically Electro, for the lack of a better description. The first appearance of that character's page from Ryan Otley directly for $75.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's really
at the time, that was like Invincible wasn't as popular as an indie thing, right? I don't know if he thought I need money, so I'm just going to sell this stuff off, right? Like, he may have thought that wasn't going to be valuable, and $75.
Yeah, right.
I could now resell that for I don't think I ever want to because I have this piece of art.
But you could get a couple grand for that now, basically.
Easily.
Yeah.
But so that's why it's really fascinating when I hear that you're putting together, or there is a show out there that's a focus for comic art, and specifically indie comic art, because you never know when it's like buying a lottery ticket. You never know if you find a piece of art that compels you, that you purchase, then the next thing you know, it's a big thing, or it becomes very popular. And it only takes maybe a couple of years to get there.
That's a great thing about Indie Creator Con, though, because like you might see the next big indie comic superstar there, a few years before they pop,
Yeah, last year we had Jesse Lonergan come to the show.
Okay.
And I just saw he posted pages from his DC work. He's doing like New Gods now.
Oh, cool. I saw some artwork from that. That looks really good.
Yeah, and he's really good and super nice guy. And I have it somewhere around here. I had him do last year. I got like 4 artists together, and I was like, hey, I want to do Ninja Turtles because it was like the 40th anniversary. So I had everybody do a sketch of Ninja Turtles, and his Michelangelo is insane.
Oh, really? Oh, nice. Yeah, if you have it, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, we'll have to pull it up. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hang on. Let me make
it
big here.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. That is so cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it came out so good.
This pizza
That's
is so good.
Wow.
Love
that. So good.
Even the expression on Michelangelo's face, like he did such a great job of embodying the character in the image. Beautiful.